Okay, let's look at what they're telling us from company performance. So they're telling us that, and this kind of moves into the pestle world. So they're telling us that Rawhide PLC has faced challenging trading conditions over the last couple of years, and we're told why in advance. From the early bits of the paragraph, we're told there's been a downturn in the global macroeconomic environment in which the company operates. We know there is increased competition in the video game sector, so you must be very, very happy with these ideas, right? So really what we're talking about here is a fall in demand due to the availability of substitutes. So the video game sector being a substitute, and a fall in income. Well, they tell us clearly that consumers have less money anyway to spend, and there is greater change in competing interests. So just a change in tastes, really, is really the reason. Another important reason is if you think about demand and supply, if you almost think about the supply curve, is the availability of finance. The video game sector typically have a higher marketing budget than Rawhide can afford to. So the video game sectors are able to push their products much better. And then I said we've been given quite a bit of material on the economic. We need to come up with other examples. So we'll see some other ideas once we look at Toys R Us. We'll look at Toys R Us to give us some good examples or other ideas. So coming back to Porter here, we can see that I talked about this bargaining power of suppliers. You need to be happy with this, the fact that Rawhide does not have an exclusive relationship with the supplier. And so the supplier, the consequences, there is delay in introducing new products, they can't meet existing demand on time, right? And then they also have the problem with stock control. They have high levels of stock building up for the product line, so they have quite a lot of stock for some products and not enough for others. And this has led, if you like, to an adverse impact on customer goodwill and a potentially harmful effect on the brands that Rawhide greatly relies. So I guess the question really has to be, is that the issue here, the problem really is board games, isn't it? It seems that way. The question is, what percentage of our revenue, there's a number of questions we could have, but ultimately, what percentage of our revenue is affected by board games? Then we move on to the numbers and the ratios. So we're definitely expecting the profitability margins from the previous year to fall. I mean, we're aware of the main reasons. We're aware that, because Jane can't have turned things around in 2015 just yet. Or we're hoping that in 2016, or X6, she will turn things around. But so far, we know there's been a general economic recession. For example, the substitute of the video games. We're also told we have cash flow problems, so we should be expecting to see, if you like, maybe a higher inventory turnover days. But again, we should be wanting to kind of break those inventory days. We can't. I don't think we'll be able to. We won't be able to break those inventory days up by the different products. So you can really see what products are moving and which aren't. Because this is, if you like all analysis, better analysis. And we should expect to see increased gearing ratios and lower return on capital employed because equity and debt have both increased. So if you say profit for the year, or operating profit divided by capital employed, and capital employed is debt plus equity, these have gone up. So if these go up, of course this fraction is going to fall. So of course return on capital will fall. And of course we're going to see an increase in gearing because, well, it depends. We possibly should see some, depending on whether or not they borrow more than they issue more shares. So you should be awake to see what happens with the gearing. And be happy with the effect of gearing. Right. So really, it will actually take a while for equity to realize returns. So I give you the example here that it will take some time for the return on capital employed, for any debt and equity to generate any profits in such a short space of time. We will see an improvement in the working capital cycle because, if you like, Jane is here now, so things should be better. I feel so. Well, you might see a dip, but the key point is we should see efforts for an improvement. But we are aware of the working capital cycle. And another strength is that Rawhide is yet to go overdrawn since the issue of these shares. And this is the balance scorecard. If you like, you can see here, I've talked about this before, there are 4 areas to the balance scorecard. You have the financial, you have the customer, the learning and growth, and the internal business processes. So the argument generally is that every organization should seek to measure how well it's doing and set targets, not just based on the financial, so looking very much at the financial targets only, no, not just this one, but we should be looking for ways to measure customer feedback, looking for ways to measure how our employees are doing. We'll come to this in a second, how our employees are doing, because the general argument is if our employees are happy, then they're likely to see better financial results. And if our employees are happy, they're likely to be more innovative. So we can ask the question, especially as we are designing our products, we should be asking the question, what's going on with innovation? How many new products are we making, if you like, in a period? In internal business processes, of course, we're really talking about what is the time it takes for us to receive an order to the customer receiving the order. Right. So really looking at our value chain. Yes, looking at our value chain. Right, great stuff. So I'll stop there, and in the last video, I'll complete by discussing what's going on with the balance scorecard.